Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do some work on the Swift Sport. I have bought a few little bits and pieces off AliExpress, and I've also got some car mats down here from newcarmats.co.uk. I will have a discount code for these as well. If you want to buy some for yourself, I'll stick the code at the bottom of the screen now. One of the things that's really annoyed me since I got the car is how shockingly bad the car mats are. So the driver's side one is by far the worst, and it just moves around all over the place. There's clips here for it to go in, but there's nothing there for it to clip onto, and it's just super annoying. It's like mega thin, so there's just no weight to it, and it moves around it, and it drives me absolutely nuts. So we're going to change these today. Then also, I've done a little bit of a shopping spree on AliExpress. So I've got these little like dark chrome trim bits to go over the door latches here, just to tidy it up a bit and make it look a little bit tidier. And then yeah, loads of rubber bits to go in all the recesses, like the cup holders and stuff, just to make it a bit easier to keep clean. I suppose is I can just pull them all out and clean up everything. So then I've also got a full set of LEDs which come with like a nice little pry tool and a set of like super Japanese gloves. We're going to get all that in today. And then also, I forgot about these as well, is some black badges for the front and the back. So we'll change these for some black badges. So these are the mats that I've gone for. I've just gone for all black, just because I like it nice and clean. But you can get like different trim, different cloth colours, and yeah, different thicknesses as well. So you can pay more for different thicknesses. These are the third thickest, I think. There is one more thickness after this as well. So I'll stick a discount link at the bottom of the screen and in the description as well if you want to go check them out. They're from newcarmats.co.uk. They come with all the trim clips and everything as well, so let's get them in the car. So let's start by getting rid of these nasty things. So these are the new mats. They're much better quality than the ones that have come out of it. You can see there, that one's just all folded and curled up all over the place because it's so thin. This one nice and thick. It's got a nice rubber backing on it as well to stop it from sliding around. I've put the clips in the bottom, but unfortunately I do not have the carpet stay, so I'm going to have to get onto Suzuki and see if there is an optional carpet stay to stop the mat from sliding around, because it drives me nuts, the mat sliding around. But this one does actually feel so much more secure without the stay. Like I literally can't push it with my hands, whereas the other one was just sliding all over the place. So I'm hoping once that's bedded in a little bit, it won't move around at all. It feels a lot more secure and sturdy. It's nice and thick. It feels really, really nice. Is the driver's mat in? Let's get all the rest of them in the car now. You can see there how crappy quality they are. They're just so flimsy and rubbish. They've all like curled up. And so passenger side one, that actually fits so nice. Look at how close it is to the edges. It's like a perfect fit. I literally like pushing on the back of the mat with my finger and I cannot move it anywhere. It's not going to slide. Nice. It feels nice and thick as well, like much better quality than the things that have come out of it. They feel like they last for a while. So yeah, happy with those. Let's get the back ones in. So yeah, that's that back one in. You can see there, the fitment is absolutely perfect. It's running right along the edges, straight into the corner, like literally touching the corner, so it cannot move anywhere. It's just such a good fit. So now all the mats are in, let's get these little door covers on, which I think literally just stick straight over the top of the other ones. They just have some sticky pads on the back. Are actually made out of metal as well. I thought they were going to be made of plastic, so that is a nice little bonus. I think it's just going to be a case of sticking them over the top of there like that, and yeah, it just looks a little bit tidier than the exposed metal. So that is what it looks like with the cap on, and that's what it looks like without. And basically it just covers the bolts so that you can't see the bolts. It just looks a bit more smooth, I think. I actually quite like them. So next up, let's get all these little trim bits in. So these just all sit in like the door pockets and the door handles and stuff. It should just make it a little bit easier to like keep the bottoms of the doors clean, really, and like the cup holders and stuff, because I do spill
stuff in the cup holders quite a lot. Fits pretty well. So like, yeah, there's a cut out there for like the little change of angle and everything, and yeah, it all fits pretty good. And then you've got like your door handle ones. You can get these in like all black. I went for the red trim just basically because I got like this replica red carbon on the doors, so I thought it would go quite well with the doors. But you can get them in all black or like with yellow or blue trim on them or whatever. So that is them all in. You've got them in the door pockets, and then the centre, we've got them in the cup holders, the centre, and this one here isn't a great fit, I'll be honest with you. That one does move around quite a bit. I don't know whether, we'll see how we get on with it, but that one might come out. This one I think will be really good because I do put my phone in here quite a lot when I'm driving, and at the moment it slides around all over the place, so having that in there to stop it sliding around would be nice. So next up are the black badges, and I think I've had a little bit of a change of heart with these. So I bought the front one and the rear one, but I think I'm going to leave the rear one chrome, just because all the other badges are chrome, and I don't really like black badges on the back of a car. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave those as they are and then just put the black one on the front, because front end is all black anyway, and I think the black badge will blend in nicely with it and make it look less big and in your face. Eventually, when I get a front mount intercal, this bottom grille is going to come out completely, and I would like to get a completely badgeless grille for the top half, but for now I am going to just fit the black badge, so let's get that off. So it is just fitted with double-sided tape. There's no pins in it or anything that I'm aware of. Hope not anyway, because I'm about to rip it off. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just on with double-sided tape. So let's get it off the car, and then we can clean it all up and stick the new badge on. There we go. So a really good technique for getting this off is tar and glue remover, and yeah, just rub it in, let it kind of like fester for a little bit, and then it does actually pretty much just rub off with your fingers. For some reason when you're using the rag it doesn't come off, but I think, yeah, most of it comes off with your fingers once you've let it soak in some tar and glue for a little bit. So that seems to be the best way to get all that foamy crap off. So I have cleaned it off as best as I can. It's a bit difficult to get right into the edges, but yeah, clean it all off with some tar and glue remover, then give it a spray off with some like kind of spirit, just so that you get the tar and glue off, and get it as clean as you can. And then we've got the new gloss black badge. I've peeled the sticky back off it, and it just goes on the same way. It is just a sticky back logo. So let's drop that in there like that, and it is literally as easy as that. So that is the black badge fitted, and I actually really like it a lot more than I thought I would. I'm normally not a huge fan of black badges. I just think it can look a little bit naff, but I think because of the black grille, it actually works really well, and it's not like a solid black. It's like a nice glossy, almost metallic-y black, which is pretty cool. And so the Japanese technician glove for fitting the LEDs is not made for my hands.
It's too small, man.
Not too small, brother. Me hands.
Your hands.
Big hands.
So there is a little plastic, triangle cut out there. If you just leave it behind that, it'll come out. There we go. And then that should just pull off like that, and then you've just got one of those little festoon bulbs in there like that. So let's get the LED one to go in there. So there's a couple of different lengths of these in the kit, so just make sure you get the right one. If you get the original bulb and just hold them side by side, they are like roughly the same length, and a lot of the time these LEDs will only work one way round. I don't know which way round that'll be. So we're going to just have to try it. So there we go, that's working. So now that's all good, we can just pop that glass back in, which wants to go in, I think, pop this side in first, and then the back side should just pop up like that. And then that is the LED light in there. So next up, let's change these number plate ones. So these actually aren't as awkward as I thought they were. Basically, all you have to do is twist the lens and the whole lens cap comes off. So you just turn it anti-clockwise and it should just pop out. Yeah, so if you twist it anti-clockwise, it'll pop off just like that. And then in there you've got your 501 halogen bulb, which you literally just pull out. It just pulls out. It's just spade connectors on the end, so just be careful not to squeeze it too tight with your hands because you'll end up with glass in your fingers. But if you just wiggle it side to side and pull at the same time, it should just pop out, and it literally just pushes in. So these are what the bulbs look like, the 501 replacements that just push in. They're just terminals. So that is that pushed in. Just make sure you get it right the way, and they're quite a lot bigger than the bulbs that have come out, so I'm not sure the caps are going to fit over the top of these, but we'll find out in a second. But before we put the caps on, let's just make sure that they're working. So yeah, let's just flick the side lights on. And yeah, this is what I was talking about before, where they only work one way around. So you can see that one is working, but the other one is not. So they're on. Let's stick the caps back over the top. So that's the LED ones in. They do go on the caps, but it is a tight fit. They are touching the top of the bulb, so we'll have to see how long they last. I'm not too happy with the fitment on them. They do tend, when you've wobbled them around a bit, sometimes flicker on and off, which is the problem with a lot of cheap LED bulbs. So we'll see how we get on with these. We might end up replacing them with some better quality ones at some point. But yeah, they look a lot better on the car. It looks a lot more natural now that it's not the only halogen bulb on the whole car. Yeah, so just like a nice white light, like the rest of the car, like the headlights and everything are all nice and white. So they look a lot better and look like they belong on the car a lot more. So pretty happy with those. So last one is the boot light. There is tons of bulbs in the kit, but I'm not actually sure what the rest of them are for because I don't have any other lights to replace. But yeah, next one is the boot light. I'm not entirely sure how that comes out. I assume it just prizes. Yeah, there we go. Just pops out. That is another 501 bulb, so that should just pull out of there like that. And it is the same as the ones that are in the number plate lights, so let's get one of them and chuck it back in. So I'll try and do this with one set of hands, but we've got another 501 bulb to go in. It's not going to focus very well, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. And then that just pushes in. So that is the bulb in. It's not a great fit, to be honest with you. I'm not 100% happy with that. But it's in there, so let's just flick it on and see if it works before we put it in, which it does. So now that that is working, you can just push it back in to the hole, and that is the boot light working. So there are tons of other bulbs in that bulb pack, but there doesn't seem to be any other bulbs on the car that I would need these for. So I think on some of the Swifts they must have like door lights in the bottoms of the doors or something, but there's tons of spares there anyway. If any of the bulbs blow or stop working for any reason, there's a load of spares. But yeah, that is it for today. I'm really happy with the badge. I really like the badge. And all the other little bits I put on have been great, but the bulb kit wasn't amazing, but it worked. It just wasn't great. It wasn't a great fit. A lot of the bulbs were a little bit too big, if I'm being totally honest. I'll probably end up replacing those with some better quality bulbs at some point, but they work for now. So I'll stick a link to everything that I've put on in the description down below. Also a discount code for
newcarmats.co.uk if you want to grab yourself some car mats. They make mats for like all kind of cars, not just the Swift. So if you want to check that out, they're really reasonably priced, and there is a discount code there if you want to get some. So yeah, that is it for today. Next video, I'm going to be fitting this HKS blow-off valve onto the Swift, which I'm pretty excited about because it's still really quiet even with the induction kit on it. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.